Hey everybody, this is JVE coming to you today with some tips to stay positive throughout the day. All right, I am not naturally, I feel the most, I feel like I wasn't always the most positive person ever. Okay, my mind is messed up. If you feel yourself catching on negative thoughts throughout the day, you are not alone. I'm going to do the classic glasses clean in my videos because I forget to clean them beforehand. Listen, if you catch yourself with negative thoughts during the day, then you're like everybody else. You're the normal, essentially, right? Everything around us is filled with things that are the general tone, the general emotional level of society is negative, right? Complaints, blame, regret, sympathy, sorrow, and you see it all on the news, right? It's all death and destruction. So I'm going to give you some tips today on how to stay positive in that environment, how to help control and filter your environment, and some exercises you can do to stay positive, okay? Number one, you want to start the day on a good note, okay? Big thing to start the day on a good note. What you do at the beginning of the day starts momentum for the rest of the day, all right? What I do, my morning routine looks like this. I wake up, I write down my goals. Immediately upon waking up, I listen to an audiobook, get cleaned up, and I get to the gym. I got a half hour to do all that stuff. So I get some serious momentum in the morning and everything is positive. And I check it off as a success. Hey, you took a shower this morning. You wrote down your goals. You listened to an audiobook and you're at the gym. Okay? Exercise for me in the morning is an accomplishment, right? I set little targets and goals to hit while I'm at the gym, and as I hit those, I say, great, I accomplished something, right? Because producing results makes me feel good. It makes everybody feel good, producing results. That's what we are meant to do. We are meant to produce things, right? The ultimate production that we make is another life form. We're meant to produce things. That's what we do and provide for them. So having those little accomplishments help a lot. So if you can start your day with some of those things, it's going to feel really, really good. Get some boxes checked in the morning of positive things that you do. Now, the first 30 minutes after you wake up is the most crucial time of the day for programming your brain into what's going to set the tone for the rest of the day. All right, you ever wake up and you get like grouchy, something hits you and you're like, oh, that ruined my day. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Well, you can change that. You can have control over that stuff. All right, so one thing to keep in mind is having positivity, like writing down your goals, audiobook, exercise, things like that, helps that filter in the morning so that you're getting all positive stuff and no negative. I would avoid social media. I would avoid the news in the morning. Some people wake up, they like to go check their social media, the posts and stuff like that. Listen, save that for like an hour after you wake up, okay? There are a lot of triggering things on social media, and there's a lot of negativity. You don't want that stuff polluting your mind right when you wake up. Wait a little bit before the pollution's there, okay? Filter your environment, all right? So you can choose what to have in your environment. Where you live, you can choose things to have hanging up in your room. You know, have motivational things in your bathroom, right? Have motivational things as a screensaver on your phone, right? Remind me every hour that I am amazing. Cool, I'm amazing. Every hour it's gonna remind me. I got bracelets. Champions dominate. Don't be a little bitch. Success is my duty. Right? So all these things I try to keep in my environment to keep positive. Do that for yourself too. We dress our dog up in these cute little outfits, so it's just funny. You know, it's always like a laugh. So you can choose what you have in your environment. You can choose the apps on your phone. You can choose the programs you have on your TV. You can choose the channels that you watch. You can control the data that's flowing into your mind. Okay? So just like our bodies are a representation of what we put into them in the exercise that we do with them, our minds can be a representation of what we put into it. Okay? So listen, your environment at this point, most people out there, their environment can control their thoughts and their memories. Things re-stimulate certain emotions and ideas that are in their environment, right? So if our environment has control over our thought process, we're going to have to work on controlling that environment until you get that other part of it cleared up, right? That's a whole nother story. But You want to work on controlling your environment and what you have in there, okay? One of them that's the hardest thing to control about your environment for some people is the people in your environment. That's one of the ones, look at, if you got someone in your environment, watch the video that I made on the 12 traits of people you should avoid. If there is someone in your environment displaying those traits, you have to get rid of them. If you can't handle it and handle the situation, you have to disconnect from it, okay? That's part of the environment, because that black cloud of energy around you all the time, right, that can drain it, and that can make any positivity kind of get sucked down. Because if you're way up here and you're living with someone who's down here, they're going to pull you down. You're going to pull them up a little bit, but they're definitely going to pull you down. So that's huge. Control your environment. All right. Next, write down your goals throughout the day. All right. So write down your goals throughout the day. I have them written down. I'm going to write them down on here after the video. So write down your goals multiple times a day. Why? Well, write down your goals and say, what can I do right now to make these happen? I wrote them down before this video. I have a certain goal for how many videos I want to produce. I said, what can I do right now to make some of these goals happen? Go film another video, right? Edit it, throw it on YouTube, okay? So write down your goals and ask yourself, what can I do right now? Because your goals they should be constructive goals, assuming they're not like hurt this person or whatever, right? So any of your constructive goals, you're going to want to like say, what can I do right now in the present moment to create the future for myself? So taking present moment actions towards creating a new future for yourself is extremely positive. It's as high positivity just about as you can get. Okay, write down any small accomplishments for the day as well. Anything. So like say you're in sales, right, and you had 10 appointments. None of them bought anything. You're like, man, what's going on? Be like, dude, you set 10 appointments today. Like, not many people can set 10 appointments in a day. So check off those little successes along the way and reflect and look back and be like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, I may not have got the result I wanted, but I did accomplish something today. Okay? So write down those accomplishments, and reflecting on past accomplishments is a huge source of happiness. In addition, as you get results in whatever you're doing, make sure that you recognize it. I just accomplished this. Okay? If you're like really struggling right now, it can be something as simple as, I got up and I filled up my cup of water. Right? This cup of water. Feel it, look at it, feel the cup. I'm telling you, it works. Cool. I did that. Little things. And if you're more positive, write down the accomplishments and things you produce for the day. Next one, start a new project that you've been meaning to start for yourself. So new creative and constructive projects can help keep us positive and energized. And you can relate to this. You ever remember when you were a kid, you wanted to like build a fort or a snow fort, or like go out in the woods and like do something, or like start a new project, or like, I don't know, something. I don't know what girls used to do when they were kids, but you can relate to what I'm saying. When I was a kid, I was like, man, I want to go build this tree fort. My cousin, if he's watching this right now, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to go build this tree fort. We would, or like a fort in the woods out of sticks and logs. We would spend all day building these forts. And they were pretty sick. They're probably still standing in the woods, to be honest. We'd spend all day doing it. Do something like that, right? A new creative and constructive endeavor. Yeah, granted, we can't spend all day in the woods anymore. But start a new business, right? If it's little, get the steps going for it. Formulate a plan for it. A new hustle, a new art project. Maybe you want to start playing a new instrument, right? New routine at the gym, right? Be like, oh, dude, I saw this routine. I'm gonna get on this, right? That feels good. Like, ooh, gets me excited right now. A new schedule. Write down a new schedule for yourself. All right, a new schedule. Like, hey, I'm going to do this week. Get a new personal development course. Read a new book. So those are some tips to stay positive. I'm not big on, well, I said I am amazing. Honestly, like affirmations don't really do it for me. But if that works for you, that works for you. Awesome. I know plenty of people who love affirmations. They tell themselves every day, I'm amazing. I mean, I think my goals are affirmations because I tell myself I've already accomplished them. Okay. I'm going to go over this again. So start the day on a good note. Write down your goals. Listen to an audiobook. Get some exercise. Make sure you mark those down as successes. All right? Filter your environment. Choose what you have in your environment. Apps, TV, whatever you have coming into your brain. Filter the data coming into your mind. Write down your goals in the morning, in the afternoon, and before you go to bed. 30 minutes when you wake up and the 30 minutes before you go to bed have huge impacts on what happens to you for the rest of the day. Write down any small accomplishments you have through the day and reflect on any past accomplishments. And also, starting a new project for yourself can help you stay positive and motivated and energized. So that's it for today. There'll be more stuff coming to you guys soon. Thank you.